It is possible that the commoner that she married, or members of his family who were from Lower Egypt, tried to take over the throne after her death. Egypt was then plunged into a civil war because the Theban nobility refused to be ruled by a commoner from Lower Egypt. This war became protracted, lasting about 100 years, during which Egypt was divided into two dynasties. One was run by Theban nobility in Thebes, the other run by monarchs from Lower Egypt in Memphis. This, of course, left Egypt vulnerable enough to be attacked by other groups such as the Hyksos, who were nomads from Asia. The Hyksos first conquered Lower Egypt and then moved in on Thebes. They then held the whole of Egypt captive for about 150 years. The reign of the Hyksos forced members of the Theban nobility to move southwards into Nubia in order to organize an underground liberation movement which worked to progressively chip away the authority of the Hyksos. First, they managed to retake Thebes, from which they then ousted the Hyksos, thereby beginning what is known as the New Kingdom. The pharaohs of this new kingdom then developed Egypt into its greatest period. Egypt became the major power in the world around that time. It engaged in trade with all the major commercial centers which had then started to develop. It imported timber from Syria and built large vessels with which sailors could travel to East Africa. Egypt engaged in trade with Punt, which laid southeast of Egypt, from where Egypt imported ivory, ebony, spices, and gold. Thebes became expanded with magnificent mansions built by the nobility. According to C.V. Vilna, some of these mansions had as many as 50 to 60 rooms. They had walls and halls covered in exquisite artworks and were decorated with expensive furniture and sculptures. Finally, according to one account, in 761 BC, Egypt was conquered by an Ethiopian king named Pianki.